Alright everyone, greetings and salutations. Welcome to another The Road Least Taken video. I am of course your host Samus. And for me, this will be my last 11. Yes. Hopefully it won't be quite as painful as the Desert Caravan quest was. But anyway, we're going to be doing Made to Order. The quest is located out here on the big Ziggurat House Kundarik. But the quest itself is actually located in this little wagon over here in the Black Anvil Forest, which is why I wanted to show you guys the path to get there, just to be on the safe side. So, out here in the Black Anvil Forest, there's actually two quests. We have one over here, which we'll talk about in a future video, but the one we're looking for today is in Haywire's Grotto, way over here. Now, there's actually quite a bit of interesting and fun bits to this quest, and it really does put a lot of spice in your DDO world doing this quest. This quest, it's got some of the, I don't know how to put it, it's got some of the most interesting flavor bits, I think, to pretty much any DDO quest. It's definitely right up there with some of the better flavor quests. Anyway, let's go with that. So we're gonna get started here, and we got a couple of robots. We have like these old equivalent of like lightning rail type pushcart things with all these lightning bolts flying around. You gotta like jump back and forth between rails. Try not to fall down if you can help it yet. Try to stay on the top and work your way down the quest. If you do fall down, it's not the end of the world. It makes things difficult again. Try to, if you can, detour back up. Stuff like that. Now, here's one of the first and most fun parts of this quest. They are not random. Okay, let me rephrase. They're semi-random mines in this quest, right? So where they're actually at is consistent. However, where they're physically located in the macro is random. So you'll always find traps before the batch of Drugars. Okay? However, where the batch of mines, like the individual mines may be inside that batch, can be random. I think that makes sense for everybody, right? Also, the bad guys will take damage from the traps, but also they are AoE. So you notice how I stayed way over here and try to get the guys to drag through the trap. I don't think I actually hurt them at all with this one, but we'll see. So there's usually like two, and then there's usually two more, and somewhere in the middle of those will be the trap box. So usually the group of two, trap box, group of two. Then once you're disabled, it's no big deal. You can run through. We should find, yep, there's that trap. I'm going to try to get him to come to me again. I don't want to. You know what? I could be just straight up wrong. Maybe these guys don't take damage from the traps in this one. But they did, though. But they definitely ran directly over that trap box without it going off. Maybe they take it if you set the traps off. Maybe they don't set the traps off, but they do take the trap damage. That might be what it is. I feel like they do. Again, as always with the Road Least Taken videos, if you literally don't see me able to do it in a quest, take it with a grain of salt. Alright, so I guess what I'm going to point out here is that if you can see Haywire's head, you need to go in there and do, or mouth, you need to go in there and do something about it. So in this case, we're going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Discipliner. But smiting, these big clay golems are going to come to life and cause problems. Go figure, right? Haywire always having guys causing problems. Speaking of causing problems, we've got a Carnage Reaper. You also are going to notice that I have a dot over my, or a curse symbol over my head. That is a healing curse problem. This will not time out like normal curses. It will last forever, so somebody has to remove that curse for you to be able to get a heal. One of the things that I actually didn't have yesterday when I was playing was curse removal pots on my character. However, I'm on Samius, and Samius does carry around curse pots. Don't be like me. Carry around curse potions. Alright, then we have two big guys. The iron golems don't do anything special that other iron golems don't do. They just are tempered, so they can cause problems. Or take less damage type situation. Alright. So now that we have got the first crest, we realize that we need to get 4 crests. There will be there'll be a head, a magic mouth head, somewhere in that vicinity to kind of signify what's going on. So if you don't turn off, or if you see a turn, look around and make sure there's not a magic mouth thing to signify that you need to go down a tunnel first. Leave my hireling. Trap. This is where being an inquisitive really makes a big difference, to be able to show off where traps are and stuff. Makes it so much easier to just walk along and then bling, things magically appear on your screen for where the traps are, as opposed to actually having to know things. Right, so there's a door. Alright, so a lot of these locked doors either hide shrines or sometimes little optionals. I believe in this quest they are all shrines, right? Alright, clearly we have worked our way from the top down. And we're going to notice there's a path over here and a path over there. So we're going to look around. I know the answer is down here first, but we're going to look around and see if there happens to be not a magic mouth down here on this one. Should be, though. We grab that second crest. Now we're going to take this, the only other way that we can see up this tunnel. Again, keeping an eye out for Jorgers. Huh, there was no trap on this one. That does not seem correct. My friend Voodoo has just logged off. There's the trap for those. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen it after or I've noticed it after the Jorgers. There's another group though. Maybe that trap was for this group. Hold everything. More sweet dragon breath. Dodging lightning balls like, you know, we're talking to boot. Getting shot at by the super scary famine reaper. We need to drink a death ward potion when we see a famine reaper. Every other kind of monster I can kind of let it go as long as... Excuse me. Apparently I ate some spicy burritos or something that didn't sit with me. Wah, wah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, a lot of the other monsters, there's our magic mouth. A lot of the other monsters we can kind of like push through their ability to do things. Got an email from PayPal or somebody pretending to be PayPal. I'll have to get that in as well. But anyway, sorry. But when you see a famine reaper, drink that potion. Getting all those negative levels off of that guy is not worth at all. Alright, I also should probably mention that we do record these videos as part of our twitch.tv stream, and sometimes it's easy to get a little bit distracted about what else is going on in the world, instead of just focusing entirely on the quest here. That's okay. It's not like this game is played in a vacuum, right? Alright, if you're looking for breakables, I believe a lot of the breakables in this quest come out of this room. I don't think it's enough that, like, if you just break this room, you'll get one of the breakable bonuses. We can try, I guess. But it is substantial. Yeah, no. But 29, or... I don't know, I guess Misadventure has broken some breakables. But there's quite a few. Some others are scattered about. But if you are a breakable person, you probably want to consider that. Oh, there's another family reaper. See, I'm glad now that we've taken the opportunity to grab that anti-negative level protection. Should be right any second. Samius no likey. Let's search. Where's this trap box at? There we go. That was really far apart. Two more of the golems. Oh, these aren't the special ones. These are regular golems. Get out of here, regular golem. No one likes you. Alright, so now we are in the middle zone. Now, what's kind of important here is there's one more quest left. So if you join the quest late or whatever, right, you can actually, because you enter from up here, or actually way up here, you can actually feather fall down to different points depending on where you are in the quest. So in this case, if they needed one more crest and they say, yeah, we're just looking for the last one now or whatever, it might give you an opportunity to know where to kind of jump down to, potentially. Traps here in a second. some of my hirelings take 2 steps forward. Protect the hireling, hopefully, from any shenanigans, but also hopefully the hireling, there we go, give us a heal. There's the trap, there's the other trap. Alright, another golem. We got like 600 damage out of our breath weapon there. That's pretty okay. That was probably a crit on that guy though. Alright, another head, which means we need to go in here. So if we look at this, there should probably be 1 iron golem and 2 baked golems. At least to knock out these this optional here. So there's a baked, there's another baked, there's our iron. Look at that, it's like we can read the quest. Get more cursed. 1 is down. We're gonna go ahead and summon our hireling now. Depending on what your hireling, what level he is and stuff like that, they may or may not remove your curse. Like my guy is not with my curse, so we'll just fix our curse ourselves and then have him heal us. Alright, so now we have our 4 crests. We're just kind of running through. We could actually detour here and feather fall down. It would probably save us a little bit of time actually. But I want to go ahead and show the rest of the path in case you don't have access to detour. I'm not 100% sure that it would save time. Certainly wouldn't give us the sweet trap bonus. Take us outside. This will also take us to the final shrine if you want it for the quest, and that is right here behind that door. So I'm going to go ahead and take this second and cast detour. So say something weird happens, you're at this point in the quest, you fall down, whatever, you don't know where to go, you come in late, it's ready to find and deactivate, you don't know what to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to come out here and you're going to look around. That's the second railing system, right? So to get the last crest is the first, and to get to the end fight is, or sorry, the first floor is where you first come in. The second floor of railing is off to the end of the quest. The third rail of flooring is to get to the first, the last crest, and then all the way down in the lava is the second crest. I think that's probably clear as mud, right? Sure it is. Sure it is. It's as accurate and clear as I can figure out to explain it anyway. I'm going to slam these sockets in. I'm going to slam these crests into the sockets. I'm going to re-heal. Give a death ward. Get some of these buff buttons. Oh yeah, never mind. There's so many breakables in this quest. You'd have to intentionally go for the breakable bonus, I guess. Remember to keep an eye out for trap boxes every time you encounter a group of dwarves or guards. Not quick enough. My reaction time there was poor. back through. Another group of guys, so keep an eye out for another traps. Another batch of traps. I've been having difficulty with the White Dragon Breath more than the Electric Breath just not showing up on the screen. Like, you can see the damage a reasonable amount of the time, but you don't get to see the breath weapon effect on the screen, the animation on the screen, which is really disappointing. Up. Yeah, not quite quick enough. Alrighty, so let's talk about this infight for a second. You're gonna get a bunch of miscellaneous trash golems that will spawn, and the big bad man. So what I tend to just do for this one in particular is I just tend to focus on the actual big bad fight, because I find that it's more likely that you'll get in trouble if you get stunned and all these guys are beating on you. So if you can stay away from Arnold and take care of the reduce the likelihood that you're going to get stunned to 0 as quick as possible. Then after there, these are just more of the same trash bombs you've already been dealing with, right? Just running iron golems and iron golems and stuff like that. Things that just don't matter. Unless you're stunned. So, prevent from being stunned by staying away from the big bad. Now, this is another moment in the quest that I was trying to hint about before that just happens to be really sweet. It's very much in that like Get Smart type vibe, where the hallway is going to just have like every single different door available at the time in DDO forever and ever and ever down this giant hallway. It's pretty sweet, actually. So you finally get to the inquest, talk to Duder, and we are the winner. And with that, that finishes up our level +5 to use tools. That finishes up our level 11. So I hope you've been enjoying this playthrough series. If you do, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I'm also going to go ahead and throw out here something I don't add very often, but you can support the stream on patreon.com/Samius. And if you have an extra $1 a month and you would like to consider throwing it my way, that is one of the best ways to do it. And with that, I'll see you guys real soon. Toodles.